with Life of a Podcast Girlie. So, just a little recap. The project went amazing. It went way better than I expected to. I feel like the logistics of the situation did not give that it was gonna, be, I didn't think it was gonna work out, but it worked out. Thank God. And like, I was already bleeding, so I was a little moody about the whole thing. And like and I'm not a perfectionist at all. And then my teacher hit me with a new quote that I will be using. He said, "Practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes proficiency." So I am using that from now on. Yeah. Thank you for the like, whoever. I appreciate that. So yeah, like I'm gonna start off the school semester great with all A's. And yeah. Everything's everything. We won't know our results for the competition until, what I'm saying, my teammates have been speaking into this, so I'm speaking into existence too. We going to nationals, period. Because we was the only team that competed in community service, which I was kind of, taken a bit back by that. Even though I kind of had like a sense, like a sixth sense. I was like, we probably would, we end up being the only people that compete. So it's like, it's a win regardless. Like I said, I always thought doing that community service project was going to be a win-win regardless. Simply because, like, when you devote time and energy to helping those that are less fortunate, I just like it always just, it's just a win in itself. But yeah, I'm so happy for me and my team. And I can't wait for us to hear our results come Wednesday. Not Wednesday. Next weekend. So yeah. But while I get this, little bit of makeup that I did off my face, I want to tell y'all a story about West Georgia. Me and West Georgia, because like it just seemed like me and West Georgia had a love-hate relationship. Like, I learned a lot of life lessons, because I think I mentioned it before. I grew up kind of sheltered, but not fully sheltered. Like, I never knew. I mean, I knew that individuals were capable of being rude and mean, but I didn't know the extent to which people would go to, really try to hurt you. Because, like I said, I was kind of sheltered growing up, so it came to me by surprise, the type of things that people would do and say to, like, try to, get a reaction out of you and make you feel some type of way. But, like I said, the University of West Georgia taught me a lot about all of that good stuff. So it's like, okay, everybody ain't your friend. Everybody do not have your best interest at heart. And that is okay. But you gonna have to stay away from me. You can't be around me and not want what's best for me. My teacher said it best. You should be around people. Your friends should love to see you, successful. You should love to see your friends successful. It should never be no competition. Unless it's a healthy competition, like, oh, okay, I decided that I was going to go work out 5 times this week. And she's like, okay, well, I'm going to make it 6. Stuff like that. Healthy competition. You don't want nobody that's in your circle that's don't mean you well and trying to secretly, take your spot, applying behind your back. And I feel like a lot of those stems from people's insecurities. Me, I'm a very confident woman. So, like, it always throws me off when I see another beautiful woman jealous of somebody else. But I mean, you just have to keep your spirit in check, like yourself in check, your character in check. And know that, what I'm saying, if it's something out here that I want, I have the same 24 hours and I can go get it myself, And then you don't even know what that person did to get what they had, They might have sold some, sold their body for. You never know what they did to get what you know what I'm saying, eyeballing. So you just have to be mindful of watching the next person's plate. You know what I'm saying? When you pay attention to your own stuff, worry about your own business, take care of your own business, you notice that you go a lot further in life. And slow and steady wins the race. You don't have to be pressed to impress the next person. Like, I feel like that's another thing that I learned. Like, I felt like I was behind at first. It's one point because it was like, dang, like, you know, I graduated high school this year. I was supposed to graduate. Hey Mia, I was supposed to graduate. You know, what you call it, XYZ time, and it's like, no. What's up, Mustang girl? Thank you, Valencia. So are you? But yeah, you just have to go at your own pace and know that, you know what I'm saying, your path and ain't the next person's path. And I learned that. So one of my like last semesters at West Georgia, I had a mentor who she was only my mentor because we took up the same degree path at the time, and that was psychology. Now mind you, I'm a big and firm believer in nobody that is messy should be working in like the healthcare fields, the medical field, because I mean, you dealing with real life people in their situation. They going through like some of the worst moments of their life. I feel like anybody that has a nasty, mean, messy spirit, like you should not be working with those people, because I feel like those are the same type of people that they working with these people, and they going back and they're not keeping no type of confidentiality. They're telling the next person, oh, I had a client and she was talking about how X, Y, and Z was going on and how her person did this, and that. Like, that's supposed to be confidential. You should not be making the next person your topic of conversation, period. But I mean, we see it all the time. So yeah, I just feel like, no. I feel like me switching to business was like one of the best things that I could do, because I just like to run things. And although I do want to like to help people, I feel like I can do that more through community service than I ever could as a licensed professional. You know what I'm saying, prescribing people with medications for mental illness. And I feel like not all mental illnesses require medication. I feel like some just require like just therapy and things that don't even require like talk to another person. And you could literally get, you know what I'm saying, a new perspective on life from a book, or simply a conversation with a friend, you know what I'm saying, that's at the house, like, or family. You don't necessarily need to be somebody that went to school for X amount of years and claim they know stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these doctors, they are just in it for a check anyway. And if they can get you to believe you, if you already think there's something wrong with you, they gonna capitalize off that every time. So yeah. And I believe they did like an experiment years ago, and they went to some psychology students went to like a psych ward, and they basically pretended like they were needed to be admitted for whatever. And by the time they was ready to leave, they was like, all right, it was a joke, you know, I'm really fine and I did X, Y, and Z. This was just an experiment. They didn't even believe those people. They had to get their teacher to go, you know what I'm saying, get them excused, you know what I'm saying, dismissed from the psych ward. So it's like, yeah, that was like another reason that made me not want to be a psychology major anymore. Like, basically the bias, the human bias, because it's the study of the human mind by a human itself. So it's like literally the blind leading the blind. The fact that they used to do lobotomies is still crazy to me. Like, very. They really thought that sticking somebody through their eye with a pick was going to make them better. Insane. Overly insane. But yeah, but back to the story that I was going to get into with me learning about you know what I'm saying, the people in this world and how they, you know, how they're all do not have their best interests at heart. So like I had this mentor. She was supposed to be my mentor, right? And yeah, like she just always had weird energy. Like she gave like off vibes as if she was trying to be inclusive, but it just was like, girl, I don't care to kick it, you know, like, but it was like a part of the program. Like we had to go out and do things together as my mentor. Now, mind you, I had already been doing like another mentorship program, but I was actually playing the role as mentor, but I was a youth mentor. That program that I was in, where I was the mentee, I was in school. It was a college program, so yeah, they just paired me up with somebody with my major, and I just feel like we didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things, and it definitely gave like somebody trying to make you their sidekick energy, and that's the one thing I learned. Like I'm my own person. I give main character energy. You would not treat me like I'm Robin. Okay, that's just not what it's gonna be. That's not how it's going down. So yeah, I had to get rid of Shawty real quick and let them folks know, like, girl, you was not nobody to be acting like you just Hollywood at all. Every time I put on this face mask, I'll be like, it's crazy. Because it literally foams up and then it gets puffy. Like, but this is a great face mask. It is a power bubbling clay mask made with charcoal. 4-in-1 benefits, period. Get y'all some. This is not promo. I do not get paid by this company at all. But yes, next week we figure out our results for the community service project with skills. We got to dress up. And then I'm also going to be helping one of my team members campaign for a state officer. Now, I don't really do the politics, but I do kind of like politics a little bit when I can be involved on a school level. School politics. Real politics, no. You will not catch me outside with no sign, no campaign, room for nobody. I will not. But school-wise, I feel like it's fun. You get involved. You represent your team, your people, and, you know, you make it what you want. This mask low-key be tickling like when the bubbles start popping. But yes. So, I will say this. Regardless if we win or lose, I feel like we won already. Because like I said, community service is something that is near and dear to my heart. And it's good to know that my team members also share that vision with me. And next year, the judges already said that they loved it. So it was like, period. I feel like that was like the confirmation. And then it was like, congratulations and all this other good stuff. So I feel like it was like we did it. And so come nationals in June, yeah, we're gonna definitely have to get ourselves ready for that. And begin preparing for the annual side of things. Like go ahead and start making a new flyer, getting boxes set up, reaching out to organizations to see if they would like to be a donation site. Yeah. I just feel like next year is gonna be bigger and better on that aspect. But yeah, I'm glad we did that. Everybody that I have shown my project to, they've been like, that is so good. But yeah. What else do I need to tell y'all? Because honestly, I done filled y'all in on everything that's went on in the recent the past week, since I did go live last week And when I went live last week, I was actually in Savannah. And I was washing my hair. And we was at the competition. We wasn't really at the competition. We was just there for a competition. I competed later on in that day because it was like 2, 3 in the morning when I was live. But yeah, y'all got to see Robin on that live, which is one of my teammates, period. And she's a Cancer, period. I'm gonna have to tag her. Like, she does like it all. Jack of all trades. I love that, period. So yeah, hair, tattoos. What else? She said she nothing. Hair, tattoos. She made content. Just all around creative baddie. Love it. Yeah, I'm gonna let her, you know, hook my hair up one day, because I always said once I went cut my hair short that I want to do like a tapered look in the back and get it shaved and have like a little design. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna see how that look. Somebody else hit me on TikTok like earlier this week, or really a couple days ago, and was like, I need to let them wash my hair. And then he was like, send me a bunch of pictures. He was like, yeah, I'll cut it and stuff for you. And I'm just like, sir, I don't know you from a can of paint. How do I know your work is legit? Like, this is your work? Because I done seen plenty of people go on social media and they'll have all this work up and it be somebody else's work. Like, first of all, you're not gonna play in my head. Won't get me. Man, I'll be on the first 48. No, thank you. This mask it cleans so good. Like the makeup and stuff. Now, I never do full face. That's just not my thing. I'm more of a blush, lip, a little eyeshadow, and I'm gonna make them eyebrows pop. That's it. And that's a heavy mic on the eyebrows because, yeah, that's not a go-to for me. So I don't know if I did tell y'all, but I do be going by a different name damn near every other day. Like, when I first cut my hair, I was like Tina. I was like, my new name is gonna be Tina. But then, like, the other day I was like, it's giving more like Bernadine from Waiting to Exhale, so that's who I need. And then my Snapchat folks was like, Bernadine is crazy. Like, Bernadine is not crazy. It may not be a Bernadine in this, you know what I'm saying? It's somebody named Bernadine too. Thank y'all for the light. Oh, I meant to tell y'all, so all of my swimsuits came in for my cruise. And I only got something all of my swimsuits, but really not all of them, because my granny bought me a swimsuit too. And it's cute, but it's not giving the vibe that my other swimsuits are giving. Like, my other swimsuits are giving more hot girl, grown, sexy, you know, finance, you know, kid vibe. The swimsuit that my granny got me is giving more of a, it's cute, but it's giving more of a mom outfit. And I'm not a mother, so I'm gonna keep that one for the boat. I'm definitely not wearing that on that beach in Mexico. I'm not doing it. But the one swimsuit, I think I told y'all about it, but it was like green with like animal print. Let me just say, I tried it on and it fits perfectly. Yeah, I'm excited to wear that one. I'm definitely gonna be wearing that one on the beach with this brown skirt that I got to go with it, because I know that's gonna be the one that makes folks break their neck, and that's what I'm going for. On my first trip out the country, yeah, I'm just excited for all these trips and experiences. And I'm glad my teacher did make us go ahead and go through it, because I ain't gonna hold you. I really was like, look, I don't want to compete. I'm good. We done did what we did. You know, we don't have to make it no whole thing. Like, I'm not trying to do all that. And boom, there it was. She was like, y'all need to still compete and do the competition. She's like, it's gonna turn out better than you think. And I mean, it did turn out better than what I thought. Let me see. Okay, period. I had to make sure that my eye wasn't looking crazy. All right, so now that is done, I done met my 20-minute quota. Like, when I first started doing my little podcast or whatever, I said 20-minute max, or really 20-minute minimum of me acting. But yeah, I'm excited. You know me, I had to practice and dance. Oh, and my orange, that yellow dress that I got, and the orange 2-piece that I got for the child, I'm gonna be cutting up bad. I'm just overly geeked. This boy I went to school with, he texted me on Snapchat. He was like, your haircut looks so good on you. Looks so pretty. He was like, you welcome, pretty girl. I was like, thanks. He was like, you welcome, pretty girl. It's like, oh. Mind you, I've been contemplating cutting my hair for years. And I'm glad I finally did it, because I feel like shorter hair does bring out more of my natural, beauty. And that's a good thing. I feel like I don't look bad with long hair at all. Like, long hair still looks good on me. You know what I'm saying? I'll rock a bust down. Like, when Sexy dropped that song, she said, she was like, just got my hair done looking fine. 32 inches is blonde. I'm more like 3 to 2 inches. And it's jet black. Well, not really jet black, just a natural black. It's not giving off the jet. But yes, I'm just grateful that, I got to experience these things. Everything in life is going great. Like, I look good, I feel good. And nobody's nappy head son is harassing me or, you know, causing me grief, you know, right now. Yeah. I can't complain. God is good all the time. I don't know, I'm starting to get used to styling my hair and all that good stuff. So yeah. Like, I love to see it. But that's really all I had to say. I'm gonna leave y'all with some words of wisdom. Cause ain't nobody on this live right now. Just, you know, follow your dreams, whatever you wanna do it, pursue it, do the research and make it happen. Like, cause it's literally nothing that you cannot do. Like, and if somebody told you that you can't, they lying, you know what I'm saying? It might take a little more work, but it's definitely doable. I got the living proof. My girl Tokyo said, yeah, this just eats so bad. Like, I might never grow my hair out again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to tell y'all. Good night, y'all.